Hello. I'm a little hippie. And today is, I think it's Sunday, January 17th, 18th. I don't know. But either way, this is the beginning of a reading vlog. Currently, getting right into things. I am reading Stephen King's The Stand, which I'll put on the screen because it's inverted when I show it to you. I am currently exactly on page 392, chapter 39. Um, and I've discussed this a little bit before, but I'm reading basically 10 pages a day to get me done in 4 months, giving myself a little bit of time and a little bit of grace to get this book read. Uh, I am also reading here on my Kindle what I talk about when I talk about running by Haruki Murakami. Um, I think this evening I'm going to get into another book as well because I love juggling a bunch of books at once. I didn't like it at one point before, but now I'm like, damn, let's get it. So I also have The Evolution of Sin for like an easier kind of read, just kind of like entertainment kind of thing. The Evolution of Sin, the complete trilogy by Gianna Darling, because I pretty much like her writing, so I'm reading that as well. So those are the things that I'm reading right now and what I'm working through. Having a lot of fun, especially with, I mean, I'm having fun with everything I'm reading. I'm really enjoying The Stand. One day I listened to over 100 pages worth of this book, which really bought me a lot of time in a few days, 10 days at least, where if I don't read, it won't make a big deal. And then today I read about 40, or I listened to the equivalent of like 40 pages, 40 or 50 pages. So that bought me an extra, an extra 4 days of content that I can kind of relax on. So that leaves me with let's call it 8 days of just like padding, which is a wonderful thing to have. But I think I'll try to keep buying myself more and more and more so that I can squeeze in one more big book this year. But as of this second, I'm about to go to the gym. So I'll see you when I got something else to yap about. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I did do a little bit of reading last night before bed, but it was only a few pages of what I talk about when I talk about running. And then I read a little bit of The Evolution of Sin by Gianna Darling. But so nothing too exciting there. But this morning I did get my mandatory 10 pages in on The Stand. I started out on chapter 39, right here. So I'm gonna probably read over again today because I would really love to be able to add in at least one more big book this year. I also do want to get back to, because right now in The Stand, we are following three main characters, I would say. We are following Franny Goldstein or Goldsmith. I believe it's Gold. I don't know. We're following Franny, we're following Stu Redman, and then we are following what's his name? I believe his name is Johnny Underwood. I could be wrong. And then we've got some, I believe, antagonists coming up. We've met Randall Flagg. I think that's his name. I'm reading this book and I don't know everybody's name. Oh my God. But I think it's Randall Flagg, an antagonist, a very clear antagonist. And then we have Lloyd. I don't remember his last name. So those are the people that we're following currently. Okay, for some reason, I keep forgetting about Nick Andros. And I think it's because we get his chapters far few and in between, but we are following Nick Andros as well. And yeah, so I'm gonna read some more today. Hopefully I get some more Franny in there, and probably a little bit more of Johnny, because he's a pretty complex character. So yeah. Okay, hi. So it is now Thursday. It's been, I don't know, I think it's been all week basically, but I come bearing good news for the end of the vlog. I did finish what I talk about when I talk about running. I will put the picture up there so you can actually see what it looks like. I rated it 4 stars, just 4 stars, nothing super special. I'm gonna post a video talking about what I talk about when I talk about running, because basically what Murakami is talking about in this book is obviously running, but then the parallels between running and writing, and not just running and writing, but sports in general, because what you'll find is that he's into a few sports, like, you know, endurance kind of sports. So just basically the endurance it takes to participate in triathletics, or just long mile running, and then also writing, being a novelist. So the endurance you need for both of these things, but it's just a different kind of endurance for each activity. So I thought it was really good. I liked it. You know, I was excited to read it every day. This is the first time that I really put a little bit of pressure on myself to read something through to completion, and to read it quickly. Not necessarily just to kind of get through it, but kind of to get through it. But yeah, Murakami, his writing is, you know, it's very to the point, and I like that. So that is what I talk about when I talk about running. The video that I am gonna make for it may come out before or after this video. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet, because I haven't filmed it yet. But so if I have on the same outfit in that video as in this video, and if we're in the exact same position, please mind your business. Now, The Stand. I have been reading more than 10 pages. I have been a complete overachiever in my time reading The Stand. Like, I can't even lie to you. I just have been. So I've been reading, I'm talking 20 plus pages, 20 as like the bare minimum a day. So I'm probably going to finish this before that 4-month mark, which is a-okay for me. I am on part 2, and I wonder if maybe I will start making like checkpoint videos for The Stand, because it's such a big book, and I feel like I got so much in the first half that I kind of wanted to make a checkpoint, more for myself, just to be real with you, so that I can keep track of the things that I read and come back and have these memories later on. But yeah, so I am on page, I'm very close to 500 pages. Yeah, I'm very close to 500 pages in The Stand. Those are the only 2 things that I have been reading during this vlog. Main focus, I'm not gonna lie, has been on what I talk about when I talk about running, so that I could finish it to end out the vlog and give you something besides like an update in The Stand. But yeah, with that, I haven't read anything else. I did read a little bit of The Evolution of Sin, but I don't know if it's written in first person. See, that book got 2 strikes on whether a local hippie likes it or not, whether Kristen wants to freaking read it or not, okay? It's got 2 strikes not in its favor. First, it's written in first person. Second, the chapters are long, and I'm talking longer than an ice age, and I'm not really down for that. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good evening. And most importantly, I hope you read a good book, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.